What's up, Red Wings fans? Welcome inside Little Caesars Arena for another edition of the Forecheck presented by PointsBet. I'm your host, Daniella Bruce, alongside Kal. Ken, I'm glad to be back. I missed a couple of games, but I'm glad to be back with you.
How you feeling today?
You know, I'm not going to lie. I'm still recovering a little bit. I was at an awesome wedding on Saturday night. So, yes, I am still in recovery mode, okay?
It was a long night.
It was a very long night, but a very fun night. But I'm glad to be back. I'm excited to see the fans tonight. And I'm especially excited about the way that the Red Wings have been playing. They did drop a game yesterday to the Pittsburgh Penguins with a final score of 5-1. But, Ken, we're going to throw it back to Saturday for this one. Saturday night's game was awesome. We had the Blue Jackets in town here at Little Caesars Arena. The Red Wings were showing a lot of great signs in the first period. Taro Hirose was planted in front of the net. We talk about that being such an important position. And you see the Red Wings setting up here, Nick Leddy to Riley Barber. And Barber takes the shot. Hirose in great position with a great tip.
Yeah, and we talked about that all last year about how the Red Wings failed to get people in front of the net. That's one of the things I've noticed so far is the fact that they are getting some presence in front of the net. And Hirose in perfect position right there to get the goal.
And Nick Leddy, you'll notice as we watch the rest of these highlights too, was really involved in Saturday's game. He looked really good.
He really did, and he's putting up the points, and that's what the Red Wings need on the blue line, and we talked about that too last year, is you need somebody back there on the blue line to be an offensive-minded defenseman, and certainly he's played well.
So the Red Wings have a 1-0 lead, and here's Chase Pearson later in the first. He makes the move himself against the boards, Ken, and then he just makes a tough move to the net and gives the Red Wings a 2-0 lead.
Got a little help there from the guy sliding along the edge of the Columbus Blue Jackets, but hey, they all count, right? The red light comes on, he's all smiles, and good goal for Detroit.
And now in the second period, the Red Wings are on the power play. It's the captain, Dylan Larkin. He had a big night, and Nick Leddy, as I mentioned, look at that beautiful feed to catch Columbus on a bad change. Dylan Larkin does the rest.
I thought he struggled a little bit early on, but that's because he hasn't played in a while. But he certainly turned it on. Look at this. That was a great goal right there. And puts the biscuit in the basket, celebrates with his teammates. But that's what you expect from Dylan Larkin. And hopefully this year he can score some goals and be a big point producer for Detroit.
That's right. We're going to need him. And he puts the Red Wings up 3-0. Heading to the third period, Columbus would get on the board, but the Red Wings are back on the power play, moving the puck really nicely. Lucas Raymond, a nice pass to Larkin, who finds Veleno.
Veleno parked off the side of the goal, and that's where you need to be when you want to score on the power play. You got to make sure that the pass comes through. It did, and when you get that opportunity, you got to score, and certainly Veleno did right there.
Believe it or not, Ken, the Red Wings on the power play again, and it's Dylan Larkin for his second goal of the game. He buries a nice feed, again from Lucas Raymond, so they were really buzzing.
Lucas Raymond really putting up the points. Very impressed with his play. He's a guy that can pass the puck, be a setup man, and also finish as well. And I've been impressed with Lucas Raymond this year. Dylan Larkin with a great game, as you described, and that's what the Red Wings need. They're getting some balanced scoring in the preseason. Hopefully that'll carry its way into the regular season too.
So the Red Wings win with a final score of 5-1 on Saturday night. We have that power play highlighted. As you can see, the Red Wings were 3 of 5 in that game, and then yesterday they went 1 for 4 on the power play with Pius Suter's goal. Ken, we've talked about it ad nauseum, how the Red Wings need to be better on special teams, especially the power play. You watch every game. What has been that spark so far?
Little bit of a difference on the power play. Back in years gone by, they were dropping it to the trailer and then dropping it to another trailer. Then they try to enter the zone that way. I've noticed this year that the puck carrier brings it himself all the way in. And what that allows the Red Wings to do is get set up in that offensive zone on the power play and then look for the best opportunity to score. And that's what's your bread and butter on the power plays. You don't want to just take errant shots, but you got to make sure that you set it up and you get to the open guy and he gets the scoring chance. The other thing, too, is their retrievals have been really good. So it's not one and done like we've seen in the past. They'll get a shot. The forwards are anxious to get the retrievals along the boards, and that certainly helps you regain composure and set up in that offensive zone.
I mentioned Nick Leddy, and you mentioned Lucas Raymond. They were both great on the power play. And let's go back to Dylan Larkin. He had 3 points in his preseason debut, 2 goals and an assist. You saw that nice assist to Joe Veleno, too, which was also on the power play. So having a healthy Dylan Larkin is definitely making a difference.
Yeah, look at those numbers, too, in the ice time. 17 minutes and 41 seconds. I was a little bit surprised. I didn't think he was going to play that much. But, it's good to get him some game action right there. 5 shots and 3 points on those 5 shots. That's pretty good.
That is really good. And Dylan Larkin will be in the lineup again tonight here at Little Caesars Arena as we welcome in the Chicago Blackhawks. And it's going to be a star-studded lineup for both teams. The Red Wings will also have Zadina, Fabry, Raymond, Suter, Hirose, Chase Pearson, Bobby Ryan, Leno, Tutayev, the list goes on. And then you see on the defensive side of things, you've got Nick Leddy, Filip Hronek, Donovan Sabrengo, Moritz Seider is back in there, Danny DeKeyser. So we're going to see the Red Wings' best tonight.
We are, and we're going to see Chicago's best, too.
Yeah.
I know we're going to talk about that in a moment, but good to see the Red Wing forwards. And again, I just like the balanced scoring. I really do, and that's something that the Red Wings need this season. Last year, I think the Red Wings counted on their top line. Then, of course, Bertuzzi was injured. Larkin was injured. Mantha, when he was on the team, wasn't scoring. So, it's nice to be able to spread out that offense. And if the Red Wings can do that on a consistent basis, plus their penalty kill and power play so far in the preseason have been really, really solid. If that goes north, they're going to win some games.
And Ken, like you said, we will see Chicago's best tonight as well. So it's definitely going to be a test for the Red Wings. We're going to see Patrick Kane, Jonathan Toews, and Alex DeBrincat leading the charge up front. And I mean, those three names, it's Chicago's big three, right? They're great players. And Jonathan Toews, you really have to look at, knowing that he missed an entire season last year, but he's the captain of the team, and I'm sure he's ready to get back at it.
Yeah, and he looked pretty good in his first game that the Red Wings played in Chicago. But what's going to be interesting tonight is the Red Wings penalty kill. Like I mentioned today, from the preseason games that we've seen thus far, the Red Wing penalty kill has been superior. But now you're going against the best of the best, I think, in Kane and Toews and DeBrincat and Kurashev and all these other guys up there, plus back on the blue line. We're going to see Jones in the lineup. Seth Jones, who's the newest addition to the Chicago Blackhawks. He's going to log at least 30 minutes a game, and he's going to be out there all the time. So the Red Wings are going to see a really good power play, and it'll be interesting to see how the penalty killers will try and stop that Chicago power play.
Ken, you can't forget Tyler Johnson in this lineup as well, former Tampa Bay Lightning team member, and he is a Red Wings killer. So even though he's in a Chicago Blackhawks uniform, I think he's definitely going to be someone the Red Wings have to keep their eye on.
This is a very good Chicago team, and they really made some good additions in the offseason, and let's not forget their goaltender, Marc-Andre Fleury. He was terrific when he was with the Vegas Golden Knights. He's had a great career, and now he's a member of the Chicago Blackhawks. So like Detroit, they solidified their goaltender. He's going to see a lot of work this year if he stays healthy. And then you've got Seth Jones coming back there on the blue line up front. They've got terrific hockey players. So they're in a very tough division. They're in there with Dallas, and I really like Dallas. I think they're going to go a long way. But it's going to be a battle with the Blackhawks, St. Louis, Dallas, and Colorado. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, it'll be a fun division to keep your eye on throughout the season. You're looking at Marc-Andre Fleury's numbers alongside Thomas Greiss. Both of them will be in net tonight. So a battle of the veterans.
Yeah, and that's good. Thomas Greiss, I think he's looked pretty good so far this preseason. And I think goaltending, you need that goaltending. You need them to get their reps in. And just for a veteran player, just get the kinks out. Go out there, play your best, but then get ready for the opening night on the 14th against the Tampa Bay Lightning.
We're just a little over a week away, about a week and a half from opening night, Ken. And as we mentioned, we are seeing the Red Wings best along with the Blackhawks best. So these players are trying to earn roster spots. It's going to be a fun game tonight.
It really is. And I know a lot of fans are excited about Lucas Raymond. And, I'm looking at that too. I'm saying, this guy's making a case each and every time he gets there on the ice of whether or not he can be on the final roster for opening night. And if he continues to put the points on the boards, and if Mo Seider, obviously, he looks pretty calm and composed back there on the blue line. I anticipate him making the club, but Lucas Raymond has really given the Red Wing management an eyeful there, and hopefully, if he continues to play well, he can make this club.
Well, it's interesting too because Jacob Vrana obviously out with injury. Now he had that shoulder surgery, and then Tyler Bertuzzi still is not listed for tonight's lineup. So you're hoping that he can be healthy by next Thursday, but who knows? And that could be a spot for Lucas Raymond.
Well, there's veterans too on this team that want to make it too. We talked about Chase Pearson, who's been around a while in Grand Rapids. Bobby Ryan, I thought he played well against Chicago. He's played well each and every preseason game that he's played, and he wants to get a contract and play another year. So there's a lot of competition out there. And as far as Lucas Raymond goes, he's got to earn it. He's got to be the best player out there, and if he does, he'll earn it. If not, he goes down to Grand Rapids, but he plays 20 minutes a game and is in all situations.
A lot of these players making their final push at getting a roster spot. So you definitely don't want to miss any of tonight's action. If you're not coming down to Little Caesars Arena for the game, you can catch it on Bally Sports Detroit. So it will be broadcasted tonight. It's going to be a very exciting one, Ken. Thank you, as always, for joining me for today's show.
Well, it's going to be like a regular season game
because
we're going to see a star-studded lineup on both of these two teams, and it's going to be great hockey. And, of course, there's always that love-hate relationship with the Red Wings and the Blackhawks.
Of course, and this is the first game that I'm going to be in the building for with fans here, so I'm really excited too. Thank you all so much for tuning in to another edition of the Forecheck presented by PointsBet. We'll see you next time.